Hey everyone, Kane from VividChim here, and yesterday we actually discussed the delay for Cyberpunk 2077 in a video going through their announcement. Some news has come out already that kind of counteracts some of the speculation that I made in that video to a degree. So one of the main points that we had in said video was that it could be coming out for the next gen systems at the same time as the current gen systems, simply because of the new date of November 19th being close to the PS5's reported and leaked, so take that with a grain of salt, release date of November 20th according to a listing that's since been removed on Amazon France. There was a bunch of downsides and upsides to this. Obviously we're getting a next gen version earlier potentially, so that's always great. That's a more enhanced version of the game. It doesn't really apply to me because I'm on PC, but one of the downsides to it was that Sony doesn't have a smart delivery system. Not being able to get the upgraded version, that doesn't really bode too well when they've already pre-ordered and paid for it. And obviously, for those who don't know what smart delivery is, it's actually an Xbox coined term. It's about it's what Microsoft are doing for next gen. For a brief description here, but smart delivery is essentially a thing that relates to the ownership of a game. It's kind of what, I don't know, it's almost similar to the way that they did it for the Xbox One, where they were like, oh hey, where they tried to make it so you own the game and you can't like trade a disc. It's kind of that, but a lot better and not really shitty. And it's worded in a way that isn't going to tank the console. But essentially what it is if you buy a version of an Xbox game that supports smart delivery, you will always have access to the best version of that game, no matter which hardware you're playing it on. So the idea is if I were to buy Halo Infinite on an Xbox One, if I had one, I would then get access to Halo Infinite on a Series X once the Series X is released. So that's the whole idea about that. It's kind of a way for games to be compatible across multiple systems. It's a very pro-consumer move, as Microsoft have been making many of those recently, and Cyberpunk is one of the games that supports that. With Xbox you have this, but Sony didn't have one. Well, a report has come out now. This is from Eurogamer. So it says Cyberpunk 2077's PS4 version will be playable on the PlayStation 5 as soon as the game launches, developer CD Projekt Red has said. Anyone with a PS4 copy will be able to play that on PS5 and receive a free update to improve the game's visuals on Sony's next-gen machine. That's actually really cool that they've just decided to do this. It goes against what Sony has said, just because of CD Projekt Red's idea for, like, their vision for the game. Mikhail Nowakowski, my apologies if I butchered that, said that at some point we will have a more robust update for next gen, which we plan to give free of charge to anyone who purchases the PS4 or Xbox One version. But in any case, you'll be able to play the game on next gen from the 19th of November when the game releases, and it will look better than on current gen from that moment as well. Coincidence that they've announced this with the November 19th release, with the rumored release date of November 20th for the PS5, which is in that holiday window that they like to promote so heavily. Could all be a coincidence. Of course, we do not know the dates of the next-gen systems at all. We don't know their prices, but this could be a really cool thing for them to do. Just being able to, like, it's a cool way because they don't have to do this, obviously, but saving the consumers an extra $60 or 50 quid on a game that they've already bought just to play it on the newer console because it's at the end of a console's life cycle is a very nice thing. I appreciate that a lot. I think a lot of gamers should appreciate that a lot. And who knows, it might even open Sony's eyes to the idea a bit more. So we could potentially see Sony start doing the same. I don't know if they will, but I'd like it. That's pretty much it when it comes to that. We're going to be getting a next-gen version for free if you own a PS4 and a PS5. Obviously, you have to buy the PS5. But that's great. That means that's a very positive move for a very big game. Looks like it could even be a launch title for next gen, which is good, because the launch titles for next gen so far haven't been anything too stellar. So seeing that is awesome, honestly. That's a really big game that can carry a generation of consoles until the newer games come out. That's really cool. Thank you all for watching. I've been Kane from VividChim, and I'll see you all soon.